Good afternoon, everyone. In today's video, we will learn about some specific terminologies used in microbiology. Like, first one is psychrophile. Psychrophiles or psychrophile. These are basically those microorganisms that grows well at 0 degree centigrade and has optimum growth temperature at 15 degree centigrade or lower than that, and maximum growth that was found at the temperature around 20 degree centigrade. 20 degree centigrade means maximum growth means these types of microorganism can tolerate up to 20 degree centigrade of temperature, not more than that. So maximum growth at this 20 degree centigrade means they can tolerate up to this, and optimum growth found at 15 degree centigrade or even lower, like 12, 10, 7 degree centigrade, etc. But they grows well at 0 degree centigrade. So these are psychrophiles. Okay, low temperature loving microorganisms. Then thermophiles. Thermophiles basically grows at a temperature 50 degree centigrade or higher, and minimum is at 45 degree centigrade. Means they always show a range, their growth at a range of temperature between 45 to 55 degree centigrade. Okay, so they don't grow less than 45 degree centigrade. As temperature below 40 degree centigrade or 37 degree centigrade, they are not thermophiles. Thermophiles means they can tolerate high temperature, so above 45 degree centigrade to 55 degree, sometimes even more than that. Okay, so they are the thermophiles. Another one is hyperthermophile. This is a single word. Okay, hyperthermophile means the microorganism, they can grow at a temperature above 85 degree centigrade. Means they can tolerate relatively very high temperature, like 85 degree centigrade, 90 degree centigrade, 95 degree centigrade, this type of a temperature. Okay, so like microorganisms from hot springs, they can tolerate this type of temperature or even more than that. Okay, so these are hyperthermophiles. Another one is mesophile. Mesophiles means they show an optimum growth in between 20 degree centigrade to 45 degree centigrade. Remember this one, 45 degree centigrade or higher is a thermophile. So below of that temperature, that is mesophile. Mesophile means between the psychrophile and the thermophile temperature range, that is mesophile. That is about 20 to 45 degree centigrade. At this range of temperature, these type of microorganism shows an optimum growth, and they sometimes in some cases they often shows growth above 45 degree centigrade above, but that is very rare in case. Generally 20 to 45 degree centigrade. So if a microorganism that grows at 37 degree centigrade means it's a mesophilic microorganism. Okay, so these are some terminologies of microbiology which is used to describe the bacteria or even fungi based on the parameter temperature of the medium or the environment. Now another one is the presence or absence of oxygen. This is another parameter. So one parameter is temperature, another parameter is oxygen. When microorganisms can grow in presence of atmospheric oxygen, okay, they are known as aerobic or aerobe. Aerobe or aerobic microorganism. Okay, they can easily grow in presence of atmospheric oxygen. So they are aerobic organism or aerobes. Another one is anaerobe. Anaerobe means they don't need atmospheric oxygen to grow. Okay, so they don't need any kind of atmospheric oxygen to grow. That is why they are known as anaerobe. Now another important thing, that is depend on this oxygen parameter, that is obligate aerobe, means they need oxygen. Whatever the situation is, they need oxygen for their growth. Obligate means compulsory. And another one is obligate anaerobe, means for their growth they don't need any kind of oxygen. So obligate means compulsory, they need or they don't need of oxygen. Okay, that is aerobe, anaerobe. Another is aerotolerant anaerobe. The term is aerotolerant anaerobe. Okay, it means the microorganisms equally grows well whether oxygen is present or absent. Okay, so if the oxygen is present, they will grow. If the oxygen is not present, they will also grow. So that is why it is known as aerotolerant anaerobe. Another one is microaerophile. Okay, microaerophile. Microaerophile means these type of microorganisms require low level of oxygen, that is about 2 to 10% of oxygen they needed, but at a very high atmospheric oxygen level they cannot grow. So they are microaerophile. Micro means low, aerophile means they need oxygen. Low amount of oxygen is needed for their growth. So that is microaerophile. Okay, so this is second parameter depending upon the oxygen. First one is temperature, second one is oxygen, third one is salt concentration or specifically NaCl. Like there are halophiles. Okay, halophiles mean they need high concentration of NaCl to grow. Okay, for their growth they need high concentration of NaCl. They are known as halophiles. So this is third parameter. Fourth one is water activity or also known as solute concentration. Depending upon this activity or this parameter, the microorganisms are known as osmotolerant. Okay, osmotolerant means they can grow at wide range of water activity. Okay, at a very wide range of water activity they can grow. It means they can able to tolerate very different types of osmotic pressures, so they are known as osmotolerant. Okay, now first one is temperature, second one is oxygen, third one is the sodium chloride concentration or the salt concentration, fourth one is water activity, fifth one is pH of the medium or environment. pH of environment, there are basically three types. One is acidophile. Acidophile means optimum growth of microorganism can be seen in between the pH of 0 to 5 or 5.5. Okay, 0 to 5.5. So they are acidophiles, means acid loving microorganisms. Okay, they easily grow at this pH range. Second one is neutrophile. The optimum growth can be seen at a pH range of 5.5 to 8.0. Okay, the acidophile that can grow at about 0 to 5.5. Neutrophile means neutral. The pH is neutral in the medium, and bacteria or any other type of microorganism that can grow well at that neutral pH, which is about 5.5 to 8 is the range. They are neutrophile. And third one is alkalifile. Okay, alkalifile means optimum growth basically seen at the range of pH 8.0 to about 12. Okay, so this is basically a basic or alkaline pH condition at which the microorganism they easily grow and they can tolerate that environment also. So they are the alkaliphiles. Okay, so this is the fifth parameter. So on the basis of different types of parameters of the environment, microorganism can be divided or even subdivided. And to specify those microorganisms, some terminologies has been used in this. Hope you like this video. Thank you so much.